Questions for Coach McGriff? You guys raise your hands. We'll bring a microphone to you. Start off down low with Harry.
You know, you can't get away from the SEC network, and one of the guys on there is an ex-Vanderbilt quarterback. And he didn't get to play for you, but he wished he could have played on the defense, just all the emotion you bring. Do you tone that down during the game, or do you just keep that ramped up?
Well, I promised the defensive guys, I told them in the meeting the other day, I said, I know y'all not gonna believe this, but during the game, I'm not gonna yell and scream at you, but I'm gonna have a lot of fun. So I don't know if I can tone it down, but one of the things I do going into every game, I remind myself, you know, let the players play. You know, they're gonna make mistakes, encourage them. You know, I try my best not to tear them down during the game and just let them have fun. And we'll correct the mistakes and let them problem solve on game day. And you know, we'll get the issues fixed, but let's go have some fun. And let's not beat them up, let's coach them up on game day.
Going into this first game, which areas kind of do you feel best about, and which areas maybe keep you up at night a little bit?
A lot of things keep up at night. Where you want to start at? No, just kidding. But I really feel really good about the defensive line. I think we have some quality depth at the defensive line position. And Coach Roach has done a tremendous job of bringing those guys along, fundamentally technique sound, and developing some most trustworthy depth at that position. So that would be, if you would ask me, that would probably be my most confident zone on defense right now. The one we got to pay attention to is the linebacker position and the safety position. We got to make sure that we pay attention to those during the game and make sure we got the right guys in the right seat. And the unfortunate thing about it being the first game for all of us, and so we got to really, you know, have a good set of eyes on those two positions and make sure that the guys are in there that are performing and being productive, and if not, get the right guys in there until we can just get that chemistry exactly right.
How do you feel going into Saturday without Ken Webster and Dedrick Dukes?
Well, you know, I haven't played a game with them. You know, I haven't had them on the field during the game, so I don't know how I feel. I got to have them first, so I know how I feel without them. You know, but so I certainly wish I had them, had both of them. But you know, we'll go out and play this game, and you know, and look forward to getting those guys back, you know, the following week and pick up from there.
Give us a little insight on South Alabama.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, once you study them on film, Chuck, and you look at their personnel, you know, you look at the quarterback position, and I always like to start that first because he's your decision maker. And I think you have to, you know, game plan around him and disrupt him. But, you know, I think Garvin's guy is going to be up on the center for him first. I think he's a guy that can extend the play with his feet. He's a good pinpoint passer. You know, he's got a nice arm. He does a good job. You watched him in the Arkansas State game last year. He spreads the football around, and they do a tremendous job of giving him packages. But he can use his skill set and his ability to excel. So we got to make sure we account for him. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna throw some quick game because he's pretty accurate in the quick game. And their forte as an offense, they like the vertical game. So we have to do a tremendous job of keeping the top on the coverage because they're gonna throw it deep. They're gonna challenge us early and often in the vertical game. So that's their forte, that's their DNA. I think the best player on offense will be the running back, Xavier Johnson. He has a really good skill set. The thing that you really admire about him on tape the most is he's a one decision guy. He's been coached well. He's gonna make that one decision, get his toe on the ground. He's gonna go north and south, and he has the ability to get second level, close the door, and finish the play. They got good short area quickness, good long speed, and he's a tough runner. You know, so we have to account for him on every play because I'm quite sure they hand the ball out to him, get him in the screen game. They'll find some crafty ways to get him the football because by far he's their best player. And we have to find out who this Jamarius Way is in terms of the type of football player. They've been ranting and raving about this junior college receiver coming in and give him a shot in the arm. So we'll have to figure out early in the game, you know, what's their game plan for him. Is he a vertical stretch guy? They want to try to get him across the middle. They're going to try to get him the ball quick. You know, he's a longer guy. I think he's listed at 6'4". So those are the guys on their offense that we got to really pay attention to. And to have some success, we have to stop those guys.
Coach Luke, you know, touched on it a little bit, but your decision to have the whole staff on the field during the game, just can you shed some light on why you made that decision?
Well, you know, you go around, you know, about how you want to set up on game day, And listen, you can never be exactly right. So don't go tell him that Crime Dog say he right by doing this. But I think it's the best fit for us right now. And we came to the decision as a staff because this is our first time together. And I think the position coach has been doing a tremendous job with their guys. And I think going into battle, going into a game, I think those guys need to be able to look at their position coach in their eyes, and the position coach need to coach them, during competition. And I think that's the best way we can get that adjustment done. And we got Zach Brown upstairs in the press box, very smart. We've gone through a couple of dry runs, game situations, just to see if it's feasible. And he's done a tremendous job. He's real poised. He's very smart. He gives us all the information that we need from up top. And I think it's just great when you look over there and you see Coach Roach with the D lineman. You see Coach Pivotal with the linebacker, and Jason, who's done a phenomenal job with the secondary, with the secondary. And I think it's just too important on game day not to have those guys with their position coach if you can still get the information from up top. And I think right now we're structured to do that. And so we're going to go in the game with all the full-time guys, on the ground, including myself, and that's the way we're going to fight this game.